Fire and Ash is finally here, and the big question is simple: is it actually worth the hype? In this video, I'm sharing my honest review, breaking down the story, performance, visuals, and whether this movie truly delivers on the big screen. First up, the story. After Fire and Ash continues the journey of Jig Sully, Netri, and their family on Pandora as they face a dangerous new threat from the fiery clan known as the Ash People. The world building expands with new cultures and landscape, adding variety to the franchise mythology. What's interesting here is that the Fire and Ash deliberately leans into familiar narrative beats from the earlier films. The emotional stakes are high, with family, loyalty, and survival driving the conflict. Some sequences feel incredibly cinematic, but the overall structure at the time can feel like more of the same, as it's been recycling elements of Way of the Water and the original film. For long-time fans, that's comforting. For newcomers, it might feel like a bit predictable, but the emotional payoff, especially the family scenes, lands when they matters the most. Now, speaking of performance-wise, the co-cast really brings their A game. Sam and Zoe Saldana are as compelling as ever as Jake and Netri. Their chemistry is one of the most emotional anchors of the film. Newcomers like Ona Chaplin adds fresh energy as a formidable antagonist, giving the story some extra tension. That said, not every character arc feels fully explored. Some supporting roles are powerful visually, but underutilized emotionally. Still, the performances are strong enough to keep you invested throughout the long running film. Let's talk about the biggest strength of Fire and Ash, the cinematic experience. This is the kind of movie that demands big screen. There is always a conflict that Netflix or OTT is taking away cinematic experience. But this movie is meant for big screen, especially in IMAX 3D. From explosive fire battles to sweeping views of Pandora, the visual effects are absolutely stunning. Every frame is packed with detail, and the action sequences are choreographed on a scale that most films only dream of achieving. James Cameron's technical mystery is on a full display here. The fire effects, water elements, creature design, and world layers practically leaps out of the screen. If you are a fan of cinematic spectacle, this movie is tailor-made for you. However, with a runtime over 3 hours, some viewers might feel pacing drag a bit, especially if you are not fully immersed from the start. Let me talk about how Fire and Ash ends and what might happen next. At the end of Avatar Fire and Ash, the Sully family faces their clash with the dangerous Ash people, and the key conflict across Pandora reach a dramatic peak. But it doesn't fully close the door on its world. The story clearly leaves room for future threats, especially around tribal alliance, new threats, and the legacy of the Sully children as they grow into larger roles. The ending feels like a accumulation of this phase, but not definitive conclusion. Now the big question: will we see Avatar 4 and Avatar 5? Here's what actually confirmed and reported reliably. James Cameron has made it clear that Fire and Ash can act as a accumulation of the first saga, meaning if it underperforms financially, the next films could be cancelled or delayed. That's not just speculation. Cameron himself has indicated the future depends heavily on the success of its box office. But let me be true. This is just for news and making up the hype because Avatar is a cash cow, which Disney and James Cameron will never let it go. This will definitely conclude in Avatar 5. At some point, it will definitely explore the human elements in Avatar universe. If you're enjoying this breakdown so far, make sure to smash the like button if it really helps the channel, and drop a comment below and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Here's the current verified rating. The Rotten Tomato is around 70 to 71%, making it the lowest Avatar franchise so far, and IMDb is 7.6 from early audience rating. These numbers doesn't really tell the whole story, but they do tell us that Fire and Ash is being seen as more polarizing than its predecessor. Now let's talk money. Because with the franchise like Avatar, box office performance matters. Early projections predict the Fire and Ash could be a huge global success, estimating around 340 to 380 million dollars worldwide. However, even with these blockbuster numbers, it's not expected to outrank the original Avatar, which remains one of the highest grossing films of all time. Way of the Water also had a massive run, and Fire and Ash could end up below its lifetime. That said, anything north of $1.8 billion, around $2 billion, will be the worldwide box office collection of Avatar Fire and Ash. It's still incredibly successful. It may not break global record, but it will certainly be one of the biggest movies of the year. Final honest story. Visually, this film is unmatched, pure cinematic spectacle. There are strong acting performances, especially from the core leads. The story is on the similar tracks, on familiar bits, and sometimes predictable. Also, there is an issue of pacing, but it's totally worth it. The visual experience is a movie meant for big screen. Overall, Avatar Fire and Ash is a must see in theaters. It delivers exactly what its audience came for, a grand, immersive Pandora experience. So that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and comment down what's your opinion on Avatar franchise. I will see you in the next one. It's your boy Random AF signing off.